What's going on, guys? I know I'm a little late on this one, but I want to take a look at the Taylor Hall trade that went down late last night / early this morning, with Buffalo trading him along with Curtis Lazar to the Boston Bruins for a second-round pick and Anders Bjork. Obviously, when you first look at the trade, it doesn't look like a good trade for Buffalo. I think it's pretty obviously not a good trade for Buffalo, but Taylor Hall did have a full no-move clause, which basically means he could decide where he wanted to go. If Buffalo said, hey, Red Wings are offering us 4 first-round picks, and he says, I don't want to go to Detroit, they can't make that trade happen. So I heard that he actually only gave them 2 teams he'd be willing to get traded to. One, of course, is Boston, who he actually almost signed with in the summer. And then the other one, I'm not sure who it is. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments. I'm going to guess Colorado, because I think there was some words of him potentially going to Colorado, plus they're a good team. Clearly, he wants to go to contenders. So in game, you can see he's 28 years old there, 87 overall, making $8 million on that 1-year contract. Again, there's a no-move clause. You can't see it. Value there, pretty decent, not as high as it used to be. Casey Millsap there having more value, though. It was a bit of a joke. He should be low elite, not medium. Reinhart, Cousins, Dahlin, Eichel, all having more value, though, do make sense. So you look at Taylor Hall here. A lot of Taylor Hall slander I've seen on Twitter the last few days. Role first-line forward. He's still a first-line forward in my eyes. I know I'm not having the best year this season, but he's playing for Buffalo, who's been absolutely terrible. You look at his past few seasons, they're not that bad. So last year he split his time between New Jersey and Arizona. Finished with 52 points in 65 games. That's not bad at all. The year before that, he had over a point per game playing for the Devils. Did get injured, but still, 37-33 is really good. The year before that, he won the Hart Trophy with 93 points. So, I mean, the guy's not playing bad. And if you look at his season totals this year, his shooting percentage is 2%. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's not a bad shooter. That is just someone who's super unlucky. Maybe you got a hex or a curse put on him. That is crazy below the average shooting percentage. Clearly, he's going to bounce back. If he gets anywhere near normal, he's going to be putting up close to a point per game. And I think playing on a really good Boston Bruins team, he has a good chance to do that. He'll probably play second line with David Krejci, maybe DeBrusk on the other wing, or it could be Richie Cash or someone like that. But I'm sure he'll get some power play one time with Bergeron, Marchand, Pastrnak, probably McAvoy is the 5th guy, and I think he'll do really well in that spot. Now, with Taylor Hall, they actually got Curtis Lazar, which I was surprised by, because I don't think Lazar is much worse than Bjork. I feel like that's a pretty even trade, so I'm not sure. Maybe Buffalo just didn't want him. Maybe Boston did want him, but they didn't really care about Bjork, so kind of an add-on. Basically, the trade's Hall for a second, and I feel like Lazar and Bjork are kind of both just added on to it for whatever reason. You can see Lazar here, 25 years old, 77 overall, low top 9. Former first-round pick back in 2013. Never really turned into a first-rounder. I feel like he's no better than a third liner, and he still has to, I think, a bit of potential to go to be a third liner. Right now, he's more of a 4th-line guy, but he's not a terrible player, definitely an NHLer in my opinion, but a low-end NHLer. Now, 2, they retained 50% on this trade, of course, to make it happen, so Boston could afford him. Before this, actually, Boston got Mike Riley to add their defensive core. I don't know if you guys saw last night. Boston's top 6 was terrible. It's basically an AHL top 6. I thought they were going to try and claim Mete or Vatanen, and they actually might have, because Mete went to the Sens, and then Vatanen went to Dallas, so both those guys were gone before Boston could have even claimed them. So, again, draft picks here. Second-round pick in 2021, I believe. And then Anders Bjork. I'm not sure what his value is. It's probably more than Lazar, but not much. Buffalo does want him. 24.77. So same rating, 1 year younger. Is cost controlled there. 1.6 million for the next 3 years. So that's good. If he starts playing well, they got him on a very good contract. Role 4th line forward. A bit more potential there. Medium top 6 opposed to low top 9. We could look at his stats. I think I forgot to look at Lazar's, but 19 points, 58 games. This year, I think he's got something like 6-30. It's not good. Yeah, looking at him, you can see he's younger than Lazar, but barely playing better. Like I was saying, I do want to see Lazar's points here. So, yeah, Lazar's not playing great either. I think both guys could use a change of scenery. You can see the values quite a bit on Buffalo's side here. So, I don't see them saying yes. Medium difficulty, you never know. And yeah, trade is rejected. So, we'll have to force this trade through so I can show you guys what the Bruins lines look like with Taylor Hall added. And so after the trade, guys, here's an update look at the Bruins lines. Obviously not going to mess with that first line, Marchand, Bergeron, Pastrnak. My best guess for the second line is DeBrusk with Krejci and Hall. I feel like that'd be very solid. Third line there, Richie, Coyle, Kasha. 4th line, Wagner, Corrali, and Smith. This, of course, is when everyone's healthy. I did notice, actually, you put Richie on the second, you'll hit a +5. So if you guys are doing a Bruins franchise, just, know that. Defensively, Grzelcyk and McAvoy top pair, Carlo Morris second, Riley and Miller on the bottom pair. Like I mentioned, just got Riley from the Senators, as last night they literally put out their AHL defense as their 6th defenseman. They had Jared Chinordi on the top pair. Look at this, guys. This was their AHL defense last night. I remember I saw that, I'm like, honestly, you should bet everything you have in the Capitals And I wish I did, because the Capitals won 8-1. I'm sure the odds were also heavily in the Capitals' favor once the Bruins' top 6 defenseman was released. Because, yeah, that is rough to look at. So I'm going to show you guys what Taylor Hall looks like as a Boston Bruin. One thing actually I should do, I saw he's going to be wearing number 71. Now, why he's wearing 71, I'm not too sure. When he played for the Edmonton Oilers, obviously, he was number 4. The Devils, he was number 9. I think on the Coyotes, he was 91. Now, he can't wear number 4 on the Boston Bruins, so pretty good player whose number is retired at number 4. So he's going to go with 71, which again is a weird number for me. I'm surprised he didn't go back to 91, but maybe new team wants a new number. Probably, you know, something like that. So let's see here. Taylor Hall, I'm pretty sure has a decent game face. Yeah, you can actually tell it's Taylor Hall. It's not too bad. One of the better ones. It's still showing number 4 because that must be like his default jersey number. Whatever. I tried to change his number 71. We can just picture it, I guess. But there you go. Taylor Hall's a Boston Bruin. I'm not going to lie. It looks weird to me. When I think Taylor Hall, I picture him as an Edmonton Oiler. Maybe as a Devil. Looking at him as a Bruin there, the black and yellow. I'm used to him in the blue and orange. Or even the Spitfire, you know, blue, white, and red. So black and yellow there, Bruins. Definitely looks different. Next year, guys, we'll try the trade from the Sabres perspective. I'm pretty sure it's going to go through. So trying to trade the Sabres now, guys, and look at this. The Bruins are interested in everybody, apparently. Taylor Hall makes a lot of sense. Are they all seem interested in Curtis Lazar is the question. Yeah, so basically, they're just looking for any NHL forwards. One thing I want to mention before, actually, in regards to kind of the Sabres taking what they could get, because Hall only gave them 2 teams, I really think their GM could have played a bit more hardball and said something like, you know, the Bruins offer sucked, but Edmonton or, I don't know, Washington, whoever, gave us a really good offer. So either you can go to this team or you can stay on the Buffalo Sabres. I feel like if you gave him an ultimatum like that, he would have, you know, went to Washington or one of these other teams who maybe offered up a first-round pick. I feel like he kind of just caved. So we'll never know, most likely, but interesting, you know, to think about. I feel like he probably could have gotten more, even though Hall, you know, only gave the 2 teams. If you just handle the situation a little bit better, I feel like Yzerman definitely going to get more than that for Taylor Hall. So as you can see here, yeah, Boston, they're going to have to say yes. I mean, look at the value. Yeah, trade's accepted. So Buffalo Sabres lose Taylor Hall. We'll take a look at their lines without him. They're not going to be great, even if, you know, Jack Eichel's healthy or whatever. So at the start of next season, the Buffalo Sabres make no moves, but they're healthy. This is what the team's going to look like. Olofsson, Eichel, Reinhart honestly isn't a bad first line, but then after that, you don't have much at all. Jeff Skinner, I still can't believe they put down to a 78. That seems pretty harsh. Cousins, who is getting better. Bjork, like I said, he's looking like a bottom 6 guy to me. Ryder, Eakin, Thompson, Okposo, Gergensen, Sheehan, just a bunch of guys in the 70s. Defensively, Dahlin, I think, is better than he's showing this season. McCabe's alright, same with Miller. Ristolainen, a lot of people thought might get traded. Yeah, Buffalo, I don't think they're going to be making the playoffs anytime soon, which sucks. So they've already missed it, what, the past 7-8 years? I believe it's the longest playoff drought in the NHL. So hopefully for Sabres fans, even if they don't get the first pick in this year's draft, whoever they do pick turns out to be a player for them. But that's me, guys, for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit that sub button. As always, guys, on the trade videos, and in the comment section which team you think won this trade. And besides that, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.